Hey everyone, welcome to Meeple Bits. Thanks for joining me today. In today's episode of Organizing Bits, we're going to tackle the game Civilization: A New Dawn. Not that there was anything inherently wrong with the base insert for this one, but like a lot of games, it just ended up being a whole bunch of baggies, and I felt that the player tokens also weren't the best organized. So when I cracked this one open, you'll notice I did already some aftermarket upgrades in the form of just little boxes for the player tokens. But I wanted to take that a step further, so let's go ahead and jump right in. So all the pieces that it's going to take to do this insert looks like this. Yes, it's a lot, but hopefully this final end result will be worth the time and effort, and it'll definitely save on the overall setup. So let's go ahead and crack this thing open and get organized. Let me make a little room here. Okay, let's get everything out of the way. So here's what I was using for the player tokens. Again, they serve their purpose, and I'll tell you what, these things are real sturdy and pretty good. So, if you want a little inexpensive way to also organize, I highly recommend whatever these are. I don't know, I probably got them at like Office Max or something like that. But as you'll see, when we dive in, again, a lot of baggies, right? So we got baggies for days. But these pieces are really my frustration, my annoyance. They're just kind of like sitting there, okay? Not really doing a whole lot of anything. So let's get all this stuff out. The cards just, again, hanging out, chilling inside of this baggie. I think it could be better. Got my ocean tiles and the city tiles. So again, baggies for cards, and this is really what I want to get away from is baggies inside of cards as my core. All right, so we're good. We got an empty box now. Oh, it was upside down. Empty box, ready to go. Now, the way that this insert's going to operate, though, and I do enjoy the artwork here of what we got going on, but overall, it's got to go. So you've served your purpose, fun little cardboard, but I don't need you anymore. This one may stay in the baggie. I'm not sure yet because, look guys, as I put this stuff together, I'm really doing it for the first time. So let's bring everything over. So we're going to start with the foundation, the base, which is these two pieces here. And this is what holds our main thing. So I want this to be at the bottom, so there's the bottom's closest to you guys. So for the core elements, I went with a marble color filament that looked like what they had on the Thingiverse files. So I thought it was really cool, and I wanted to kind of replicate that. So these really sturdy, but they slot in right down here exactly like this. So we've got now an area that is for the tiles. So we then take all of these tiles. See if I can do this right. There we go. So we're gonna take all these guys and then put them in so that they're nice and flush and even. So let's go ahead and fast forward to this one. And there we have it. So now we've got spots for the pieces ready to go. And then let's go ahead and complete the rest. So these guys will slot right into the middle there as well. Baggies be gone. Perfect. Okay. What's next? So then in these other slots, we want to put in these hex tokens for the ocean tiles, as well as the other encampment tiles. So let's go ahead and separate them out for the water tiles So there we have it. We've got the water tiles up here, and then the natural wonder tiles right down there. All right, now that this layer is in, it's time for the next pieces. So let me slide these off to the side just for a second. All right, so the next pieces are going to be these guys. And these two pieces here are going to slot in right up on top of there, and that's where we're going to store the rest of the knickknacks and odds and ends. Where are, there we go. So first things first is we need to get these diplomacy cards and the mission or quest cards. See, look how tight this is. This is a tight fit. And you know what? I don't even need this baggie anymore, so ripping it, I don't even care. I gotta get them out. Easier. All right, so we're gonna take, there we go. These cards, there we go. So these quest cards here, we're gonna slot them down there, and then we need the general diplomacy cards, which are, there we go, non-color specific. Okay, diplomacy cards right down there, barbarian token right on top of that, like so. Then inside of there, we're going to take the barbarian markers and the dice. Let's go ahead and just get these guys out. Slot the dice in there, slot that in there, slot these wonders right over here. Is that all of them? Nope, there's another one. Okay. And perfect. Next is the resources. The resources are going to go on the other side, and we're going to be able to evenly set them up and make them grabbable. So we'll take our mercury and do the rest. Like so. There we have it. Good to go. Then we'll take all the shipping tokens and slot them in on the other side. Okay, and then what we have left is exactly like this. Then we are ready to put in our final pieces. So this one goes here, barbarian token's already there, and our sieves go on the other side. Okay, sieves slot right in on top over there. And you know what? Let me rotate that around for you guys. Okay. And just like that. So the base of the game is ready to go. Nice and organized. Everything has a place to live. Everything's got its right home. Okay. Now that that's taken care of, we are ready to do the next piece. So one quick caveat. The lids. These were a separate print. Again, the links will be in the description below. So these were optional, as well as were the box spacers. So those I'm going to kind of just set off to the side for just a moment. But next up is going to be the wonders. So we're going to take this one and fill in the wonder cards and the respective wonder tokens. And that's going to fit kind of right in the center with the player boxes going around on the outside. So we'll do it just like that, and then all of them will go around. So let's go ahead and get organizing those pieces and see what it looks like. Okay, so when the wonders are ready to go, it'll look right like this. So for me also though, printed out this wonders lid. So I'm going to slot that right on top, like, see, is that right? Yeah, like so. There we go. So now the wonders get to stay in place. Next up is the player trays. So the player trays, we're going to go through each of the colors and fill them up with their diplomacy cards, with their I forget the name of the track cards, their individual dials also. So I wanted to print each of these colors in their closest color that I could get. So let's go ahead and take care of that one real quick. And there we have it. So this is what the end result is ultimately going to look like. I know, kind of like a little bit of a Superman. I get it. And then slot the lid right on top. So there you have it. That's what this is going to look like. So let me hurry up and do the other pieces, and then we'll come right back to what they look like in the end. Okay, there we have it. So as you can see, it is ready to go. Now, the final touch though is these spacers, right? So to make sure that you've got enough, I guess, less movement between all the pieces, I printed off these spacers which go in between each of the boxes like so. That way, hopefully you get less movement, right? So this was completely optional, but I thought, sure, why not? It should work out just fine, because then you're ended up with this. So these spacers kind of keep these from moving around and everything else, right? So then what'll happen from there, oops, I forgot to add a set of cards. No big deal. Cards go right on top, so here's how easy it is. So I forgot to add a piece, but no big deal. There we go. It's back in there, no problem. And let's get its spacer in there. Okay. And then what you put right on top is this, and then the box should hopefully keep everything else nice and in place. So there we have it. I need to probably add a little bit of foam core, but you'll see that I've got a little bit of extra lip now on the box as a result of the spacers. So if you're doing it face down, or sorry, like this on its back, it should be no problem. If you're doing it like a book on its side, it should still maintain itself just fine. All right, there we go. Let's get you off. So then when you're ready to play, just like this, all set. Okay, so that's going to do it for this one, guys, of organizing bits. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have any questions about the insert that I used here, feel free to leave a comment down below. I'm happy to answer them. If you have any other suggestions about the inserts, please leave a comment. Happy to take your feedback. If you've enjoyed the content, really appreciate the support. Feel free to leave a like and subscribe. And as always, until next time, thanks so much for watching, everyone.